Yeah. Before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe this video. Don't forget to smash those likes on YouTube, hit the hearts on TikTok, and hit the hearts on IG. Alright, let's jump into this game, shall we? Now, I know there are a lot of 76er fans out there, and most of them are Eagles fans. But it appears that I am the only New York Knicks fan that most of them know. And as you can see, the Knicks beat the 76ers 112 to 109, which is approximately 3 points. But it also gives the New York Knicks a 3-game lead versus the 76ers, which is a beautiful thing to think about because, see, this team had the 76ers had already beaten the Knicks once this year already, and it was in New York, I believe. So to have this game on their turf means that this team has finally beaten a team with a winning record, and I'm so glad they did because I still have some clarifications and some issues with this team beating teams with lower than low records. I understand sometimes you need those games, or should I say, pick me up game to get a boost, but it pays to beat teams with winning records because it makes you a better team. Now, 76ers, I'm not gonna take anything from them. They are a good team, cause the record says it all. But when you beat bad teams like the Brooklyn Nets and I think the Clippers, I believe, when you beat teams like that, those are teams that can beat you or they can help eliminate you when the time comes for the season for the Knicks to be placed in their seeding. So beating those teams is vital, but it makes you a stronger team when you beat teams with winning records. As you can see, the points up there, the first, second, and fourth quarter, or first half, second half, the Knicks and Philadelphia tied the first half, first quarter. Second quarter, the Sixers came. In the third quarter, New York Knicks came. But the if you look at the bottom in the fourth quarter, the Knicks, I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but it appeared the 76ers had a pretty good defensive strategy because they slowed down the Knicks some kind of way because how can they have 32 in the last minutes of the fourth quarter and you have 22 when you score less points and then what you score in the first quarter and third quarter to score lesser points than what you scored in the second quarter, which makes it 22 points. So that is still a question me as far as maintaining better scores, better winning percentage, and better shots from the arc or from the three or from the inside shots for that 2 points. All that goes into play when you win games. And I'm thinking New York Knicks for some reason have an issue with that. But like I said, that fourth quarter was a question mark to me because the Sixers almost came back. As you can see, they won by 3. The Sixers almost came back and beat the Knicks in Philadelphia. So I'm not gonna say that this was a signature win because it really wasn't a signature win. Because a signature win, it would be 120 to 109 or 130 to 109. Then you could say a signature win. But when you only win by 3 points, that means that there's something going on with this Knicks team and for as holding opponents under a certain amount of points. Because everybody know when you play good defense and you hold teams under 80 or 90 points, you're doing something. But the Sixers got 109 and the Knicks got 112. That's only a 3-point win margin. The Sixers almost came back and won this game. But the Knicks held them off. I'm not so sure what they did. I don't know if the Sixers mixed some points because, like I said, if the Sixers had hit a 3, they would tie the game up 112-112, and then this would there would be some extra game played if they went into overtime. So thank God for that. But the thing is though, the Sixers almost came back and won the game. Because look at the fourth quarter score, 32-22. They almost came back. So even though I look at this as a win, because it put the New York Knicks 3 games over the Sixers. The Sixers still got a good record, and the Knicks still got to play the team one more time down the road. Because see, now January, February, March, April, May. And everybody know May is over. When May is the last games, and the playoff games kicks off in May, and June is the NBA championship. It happens in June every year, so there's no change there. But they got to play the season at least 1 or 2 more times in this series. I mean, in the series or in the entire game and all. But anyway, I'm glad the Knicks won this game. They beat a winning team with a good record. But like I said, the Knicks are 3 games over the Sixers for from what I saw for the fifth seed. See, because remember it's 17. Yeah, 1-7. The Sixers are 2 games under the 7th seed, but the Knicks are in 5th place. If the playoff was to start right now, the Knicks will be a 5th seed if they're able to play now. So if you don't believe me, go and look at the standings, and you will see that the Knicks are in 5th place. You know what I'm saying? And then they're Cleveland, and I think that's Milwaukee. And there's another game under Milwaukee, and then the Sixers. So that's how I just saw the standings a few minutes ago. So that's how it played. Like I said, if the playoffs to start right now, Knicks will be a 5th seed. The 76ers, despite their good record, will not be in the playoffs. They'll be eliminated. So that's why I said what I said about this situation with this win. The win put the Knicks 3 over the Sixers for the 5th spot. Thank God for that. But anyway, like I said, it's a win, but it's not a signature win. It would be a signature win if the Knicks had scored 120 or 130, and they kept the Sixers under 90 points. That would be a signature win, but it's not. I'm looking at it as a win, and win is a win right now. So I'm glad that the Knicks finally beat a winning team with a winning record. Not a better record, but with a winning record. That's what I want to see. But the Knicks need to get better defensively because they need to start holding opponents under a certain amount of points before the fourth quarter comes to an end. So this is your boy, the Almighty One. Enjoy your Saturday, and I'm out of here. Peace, one love.